Hey, we're going to do Everlong today by the Foo Fighters. It's in drop D. D, A, D, G, and then B, E, right? So the first chord of all things is on 9 on the A string and 11 on the D string. When I play this rhythm, I think of it as 4 subdivided groups of a memorizable pattern. I think O-O-X-O. If you think O-O-X-O, right? If I call this top string O, and I call the next 2 strings, I call this top string O. Golly, there's a lot of glare, isn't there? O, and then these are X, O and X, right? So I got O, O, X, O. And what's the opposite of O, O, X, O? Is X, X, O, X. So I call it the negative, right? And then I call it the positive again, O, O, X, O. And then what? Triple XO. X, 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 O, right? So that's rhythmically what's going on with that whole figure. O, O, X, O, X, X, O, X, O, O, X, O. Triple XO. Remember, O, O, X, O, the negative, which is X, X, O, X, then the positive, O, O, X, O again, and then triple XO. So, O-O-X-O, X-X-O, X-O-O, X-O, triple XO. Then I bar across the 9th fret with my index finger. I tend to like to use a pinky because it spans better for me, right? You can do a ring, right? Nothing wrong with a ring, except it's a little, how do I want to put it? It doesn't span as easily. Of all things, I'm using a little mini Strat, one of those little 3/4 size that the kids are using, but it's just handy for me to be playing and doing a lesson so you can see both hands. So I did a bar, and so the tab of that is 9, 9, 11. And I do O-O-X-O, the negative, the positive, and triple XO. Then I go down to the 5th. Oops, sorry about that. There's a little thing that you can do here. O-O-X-O, X-X-O-X-O-O-X-O. Now I'm at the triple XO movement. X, X, X. And when I do that O, I drop that index so that I can transport my hand down to that 5th fret. So that sounds like this. Right? And this is the start of O-O-X-O. Not only is it O-O-X-O, but it's O-O-X-O 2 times. It doesn't have a negative in there. O-O-X-O, O-O-X-O. Back up to the 9th fret. O-O-X-O, 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 O-O-X-O. So 4 O-O-X-Os. And I'm back to the very beginning of that. Whoops. So use that little off, right? Let's see, triple X off, right? X, X, X off, right? That's what the Foo Fighters do. So we've got that guy, and then we're gonna do the next part, which I'm gonna call the pre-chorus, right? He's singing "And I Wonder." So I'm gonna simplify this right now by just doing a little dyad of the open D string and the A string, right? So this is the 4th fret, 4th, 5th, 7, 9, 10, right? 4, 5, 7, 9, 10. But I also think of it as not a dot, 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 not a dot, right? That's another way to view it. Instead of a bunch of numbers. There's nothing wrong with numbers, but that's how I tend to view this particular movement. So I go, and I'm always alternating the stroke. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, right? you can think not, dot, 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 not, right? Now that was a simplified version of it, and then to dress it up, we'll add our pinky to this. And this is on C sharp. That note is C sharp, the 4th fret on the A string. This is C sharp on the G string. So it's 2 strings down and then 2 frets up, right? So this is 6th fret on the G string. Down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3, up, 2, 3, down, 2, 3. Here again, there's a little simplification that I've done, right? It's actually down 2, 3, up 2, 3, down 2, 3, up 2, 3, and then he does a slide, right? I don't really want to get involved in that, just in case there's someone out there going, dude, you forgot that slide. I didn't forget that slide in the least. I just am simplifying the lesson. It can be slide up, down, right? Now, because my index is engaged in this movement, my middle is the best choice for me to go to the 7th fret, and it's just a little drop deep power chord, right? So it looks like this: down 2, 3, up, right? And that's with my middle finger. Down 2, 3, up, up, down, and then I go down, up, down. But as I convey this to people, I typically call it 1, 2, 3, right? Down 2, 3. So it's up, up, down, down 2, 3, or I call it 1, 2, 3, right? The reason why I call those different things is I have found that it clears up the perception of the strum when I address the first part as a direction and then the next part as a numerical, right? Because otherwise it's a bunch of ups and a bunch of downs and it can be a little disorienting. So I call it up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, right? Then the whole thing will play again. Down, 2, 3, up, right? I do that with my middle because it's the freest finger. I can sure do that with my index, but it feels really kind of bloated. It feels rushed in my finger, right? But I like my middle because it just kind of goes there a little quicker. See, I would recommend trying the middle finger. And that's up, up, down, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do it as an octave. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3. Now I'm going to do it with the slide. All of those are decent enough. You know, it depends on where you are technically, right? If you struggle with this octave thing, right? Because you have to dampen the string that's inside. So there's my C sharp. There's a dampen, and then another C sharp. And then we get to that chorus, and I go to 9. I did that again with my middle finger. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3. Now 5. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3. Now open. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3. And then I say, you know, you can either do another up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, right? Or a more accurate thing would be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, right? So that's up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, 5. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, open. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3. And then 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, right? And that up is the start of that 9th fret. Up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, up, up, down, 1, 2, 3, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, up, up, down, right? When I'm saying 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, that's 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. So that on the number, that's a downstroke, and the and is an upstroke, right? That's how you're typically going to find your strums behaving. So our chorus is 9, 5, open, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 9, 9, 5, open, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 to 9, 5, open, 7. Then when I get to this 5, I play OOXO 4 times. OOXO, 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 OOXO. Then the whole mess starts again. Right? And so, hopefully that made sense to you. If not, I don't know what to say except watch it again, or go look at another place that might make a bit better sense. But if you think of the movement as OOXO and then a negative and then a positive and then triple XO, and that's definitely the way that thing gets played. And so I hope you enjoy that, and there you go.